The Fantasque-class, the fastest destroyers ever built. Welcome back to the Weapons and Warfare series for another epic journey on the high seas. Today, we're uncovering the astonishing story of the Fantasque-class destroyers, French warships so fast they were crowned the fastest destroyers ever built, hitting speeds over 40 knots. Constructed between 1931 and 1935, these super destroyers or contre-torpilleurs redefined naval warfare. From their lightning-fast trials to their heroic World War II exploits, this class left an indelible mark. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button, and let's dive into this maritime marvel, right now. Let's set the stage. In the late 1920s, post-World War I naval arms races were heating up. The French Navy, eyeing the powerful Italian destroyers like the Carlo Mirabello and Lione classes, decided to raise the stakes. Between 1925 and 1931, they laid down an impressive 24 super destroyers, with the Fantasque-class emerging as the pinnacle. Ordered under the 1930 program, these 6 ships, Le Fantasque, Le Malin, Le Triomphant, l'Audacieux, l'Indomptable, and Le Terrible, were all laid down in the final months of 1931. Le Triomphant began trials in July 1934, but l'Audacieux was the first to enter service, marking a new era for French naval power. It all boiled down to speed, and a lot of it. Designed to reach 37 knots, these ships exceeded expectations with 27% more power than their contracts demanded, averaging over 40 knots during trials. Imagine a division of destroyers racing across the ocean at that pace, unparalleled by any other class at the time. Their design evolved from the earlier Gepard and Vauquelin classes, with a sleeker silhouette to evade detection. The original 4 tall funnels were streamlined into 2 short, wide ones, spaced widely apart. This, paired with a rounded bridge and a repositioned mast, made it tough for enemies to gauge their bearing, a clever trick in naval combat. But speed wasn't their only strength. These ships were armed to the teeth. They carried 5 5.4-inch guns, upgraded to the 1929 model with a 45 caliber barrel, up from 40, firing at 800 meters per second with a range of 20,000 meters, or over 65,000 feet, at a 30-degree elevation. That's 12 rounds a minute. Their torpedo arsenal was equally impressive, boasting 9 21.6-inch tubes, 2 triple mounts abreast and 1 centerline aft, loaded with a 1929 model DT torpedo. Weighing 2,105 kilograms with a 415-kilogram warhead, it could strike targets 10,000 meters away at 39 knots, or stretch to 14,000 meters at a more leisurely 35 knots. A true predator of the seas. Now, let's talk about the heart of these beasts, the machinery. The French Navy took a bold leap with new boilers from Chantiers-et Ateliers de Saint-Nazaire-Pen-Hoët, featuring 325 degrees superheat and a pressure of 37 kilograms per square centimeter. This powerhouse delivered 74,000 horsepower, with a maximum output of 81,400 shaft horsepower. But the real star was Le Terrible. On her 1935 trials, she unleashed 94,240 shaft horsepower to hit an astonishing 45 knots, a world speed record that held until 1961. Rumor had it her hull was secretly modified, but actually she just used older Vauquelin-class propeller brackets, which somehow gave her an edge. The rest of the class also shone, with superb trial results that left naval engineers scratching their heads. When World War II erupted, the Fantasques were ready to prove their mettle. All 6, joined by 2 Mogador-class ships, formed the 2nd Light Squadron under the raiding force. In April 1940, l'Indomptable, Le Malin, and Le Triomphant pulled off a daring raid in the Skagerrak, harassing German shipping. By 1944, they were sweeping the Adriatic, sinking a German cargo ship and damaging ex-Italian destroyers. Le Triomphant had a wild ride, barely escaping the German overrun of France in 1940. She limped to Plymouth with 1 working shaft, only to be seized by the British and later returned to Free French control. Rearmed with a 4-inch AA gun and pom-poms, she even showed the flag in the Pacific, though her short 700-mile range at top speed was a constant challenge. After the fall of Toulon in 1942, Le Fantasque and Le Terrible modernized in the U.S., while Le Malin recovered from a 16-inch shell hit from the USS Massachusetts at Casablanca. Their refit swapped outdated 37mm and 8mm guns for quadruple 40mm Bofors and 20mm Oerlikons, added radar and ASTIC, and boosted fuel capacity, though they sacrificed a torpedo mount. By 1944, displacing nearly 4,000 tons, they were reclassified as light cruisers. In the Aegean, their speed dominated, with 12,874 kilometers steamed and 79 anchorages in just 40 days. Post-war, Their service continued. Le Triomphant led the 1945 reoccupation of Haiphong, facing communist fire, while the others served into the 1950s. By 1957, Le Terrible and Le Malin became harbor hulks, one for engineer training, the other for minesweepers, before being scrapped in 1962 and 1964. Their speed was a blessing and a curse, offering unmatched agility but limiting range to just 3,000 miles at 14 knots compared to British or American destroyers. So, were the Fantasques the ultimate destroyers, or did their speed obsession cost them? I'd love to hear your take in the comments below. If you enjoyed this deep dive into naval history, smash that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more. Next week, we're tackling another legendary warship. Don't miss it. See you on the high seas. Thanks for watching.